All right. Another life lesson. Let's talk about my work ethic and where it came from. I know a lot of y'all be like, well, that's your story, right? Why do I care? Well, maybe you'll hear my story and you may take something from it. Maybe you relate to it or think about your own situation and reflect on it. And plus, I just, this is the videos I'm making are for fun, for people to see, possibly learn, get some info. But it's also primarily for like my daughter. Like maybe, I'm dead one day and she misses dad. Boom. Pull up a video, see insights. And these talks like this about life are important. Life is short. We gotta make the best of it. I'm not trying to be negative or down there. It's just the way it is. I'm talking about work ethic. Where did my work ethic come from? So at work, I kill it. I go above and beyond. I always have my different jobs. And it's primarily because of my mom. My mom, when we were in New Jersey and my mom and dad went their separate ways, my mom would work 2 and 3 jobs to support me and her. And the apartment building we lived in was owned by Gary Owens, who was actually married to my Aunt Ella. Before, like, my Aunt Ella was married to Gary, and he was a retired mailman, and he owned this apartment and did renting and stuff. And that's how we got our place there, because of his family. And he would help watch me, and my aunt would help watch me, and they had a dog named Sparky. Well, I called him Sparky. I'm thinking that hopefully maybe his name. I don't remember. I was a kid, but they helped out a lot. But my mom would work 2 and 3 jobs, and I would try to clean the house when I was a little kid. So dishes, I'd take a chair and I'd push it over by the sink and set it sideways. I'd get up on it and try to do dishes. And I made my mom like a bowls of cereal and stuff like that, or brown chips and stuff when she was home, because I knew she was tired and I just wanted to help out. Even as a little kid, I wanted to try to help my mom because I saw how hard she worked. And she would come home dead tired. And she would try to sit down and watch David the Gnome. It was one of the many shows we watched: David the Gnome, Care Bears, Smurfs, etc. And puppy dogs. And anyways, she would try to watch me, but she'd be going to sleep on the couch. I'd be sitting beside her eating, and she would instantly go to sleep because she was so exhausted. These dogs, man, they always bark. They never shut up. They've been here for years beside me, but yeah, it's the neighbor's dog. What are you gonna do? And kind of annoying. It's like, come on, you almost see me every day. But anywho, at least they're being barking, so I guess they'll let the neighbor know. But they're fucking up the video. Please stop. Dog whistle. I want to buy one. Yeah, that way I can silence the situation. But anywho, so my mom would work 2 and 3 jobs. She would come home dead tired, and I was trying to help her. The dogs were annoying me a little more than they should be. It's like, we're trying to do a video. Shut the fuck up, please, animal. It's like, but I know they're animals. You can't really communicate with them like that. But so my mom, she often said, one of her sayings was like, well, when I'm dead, they won't be able to say much about me, but they're nobody to say I was lazy. They'll always say I was a great worker. Because my mom went above and beyond at her jobs, all 3 of them. She worked at one point in time. And dude, it was, I never saw her, my mom. My mom was a great mom. Don't get me wrong. My mom was a great mom. Forced me to grow up a little bit sooner, because I had to kind of man up a little bit younger. Because, she wasn't there all the time, but she was there as much as she could be, and she bought me anything I wanted and she was the best mom. Like, there was no negative, impact from the way she was. Like, her being gone, working all the time, I understood, even at a young age. And I appreciated the hard work, and she'd buy me any toy I wanted, I never asked for much. I had a collection. I had a huge amount of toys. I had a lot of toys. And occasionally I would build a bunch of toys up, and I would donate some toys because at school, I started, one of my first chicks I dated, I don't remember her name. She lived down the road from me, but she had like multiple brothers and sisters, bro. Like, they had like 7 or 8 kids. Man. It was crazy. And they were like, because I was poor, but I wasn't poor because my mom worked all the time, but poor lifestyle, project type living. I understand. They kind of lived in the same situation. And so at one point in time, I took a bunch of my toys that I had extra that I didn't play with. I bagged them up in a couple of trash bags. And I gave the kids the toys because I wanted them to have toys to play with. Because my mom would always buy somebody to eat, something to eat if they needed something. She was always helping people. And I saw this as a kid. So it helped affect me in a positive way because I try to help people as much as I can too, because I watched her do it and I work hard because she did it. And her saying about, when I'm dead one day, they will never be able to say I wasn't a great worker. That stuck with me. It's funny how this random sayings stick with you and shape you. But yeah, so that's where my work ethic came from. That's how I became the worker who sometimes works too hard, but I don't mind. I'm here for it. That's what you're here for. It's a little short video. I'm not trying to rant or anything, but that's the story of my work ethic. Where did your work ethic come from? Is there somebody in your life that you drew inspiration from? Mom, dad, grandparents, an uncle, aunt, friend, maybe a friend's family. It's very important that we reflect on the things that make us who we are. Never forget where you came from, what shaped you. Not that you should hold on to hatred and all that, or regret or anything. Don't do that. But I appreciate everything I came from because, I never had money much when I was young. Like, when we lived in West Virginia, I was, really poor. Like, we lived in a trailer. It was a 1960 trailer. I was, born in the 80s, obviously. And we had an outhouse. We never had running water in it or anything. And we had a wood stove that was a cook stove / heating stove. And we'd cook all the food on it and it heated the trailer. And we'd take this 5-gallon green bucket upside down with a piece of plywood, square piece of plywood. And we'd have the stove going. We'd open the doors. That way the light would come out from it. And we would sit there and we'd play Monopoly and card games. Just play all kinds of board games. And looking back, I have PlayStation 5, Quest 3, Xbox, gaming PC. I have all that jazz. Dude, I have all the fun things we have today. And looking back when I had nothing, those moments in time, playing cards or playing a game were some of the best moments in my life. Because even though I had nothing and was poor, it didn't feel like it. My life felt rich and happy. And that's a testament to how good my mom did as a parent. I'm getting off topic of work ethic. That's another story about a little bit of my background. And this is why I appreciate everything. So I buy nice things. I take care of them. I always keep them in nice conditioning, 'cause I know what it's like not to have anything. I know what it's like to have Secret Santa. That was the gifts I got for a few years back in those days. But I appreciate all those times, because being through those times where you have nothing or little to nothing and still being happy, you realize what really makes you happy in life is family and friends. It's experiences. Items are fun, but they don't last. They don't matter in the big scheme of life either. It's all about the people that surround you. That's what really matters in life. And that'll be it for this video, and I'll see you in the next.